This car generated a lot of commentary for sure, and while many people questioned the stock 304's title as being a muscle car engine, there were many who also understand the performance potential of this little car. Troublemaker had the life sucked out of the 304, now reduced to 8.4 to 1 compression and gasping through the little 2-barrel carb. So it's only good for 150 horsepower. But does that mean it's not a fun ride? Not hardly.
The 401, it's a later model 401, but they're exactly the same block. It's just different board and stroke.
So you didn't have any problems stuffing it in here?
Nope, fit like a glove.
I even like how you have all of the correct pieces here, and even the valve cover tag showing it, an upgraded Edelbrock, the important liquid. Well, you really did a good job to make it continue to look exactly like, put a little Gremlin in there too.
Yeah, that's a stock radiator, but I had it built with more tubes in it, so it cools it better.
Let's fire it up, shall we? We'll let it idle. I'll stand behind it. You can
They come from England. The tops were actually built in England, and then they were installed in the factories over here in the States.
I like the fuel economy.
Yeah, that was an option. It doesn't get very good fuel economy, but it's fun to watch the gauge.
A little upgrade on the radio. That's what we did on day 2, right?
That the gauge console at the bottom is from a 79 Spirit.
Nice.
So I customized that for the 4-speed.
What is this for? This little...
That's the remote for my mirror on the other side.
Oh, really? The other side remote mirror.
That's from an Eagle.
Okay.
So that had a factory passenger side remote mirror.
Now, Matt, when you were restoring this car with all these original parts, was there anything that was difficult?
Yeah, one of the hardest parts to find was that horn button.
Oh, really?
Most of the time the sun, especially in a sunroof car, fades out the red.
Yeah.
So most of the cars...
Everybody's got a connection to a Gremlin.
My wife learned how to drive in a Gremlin. I don't know how many people at car shows will come up to you and say, oh, my cousin had one, my friend had one.
Yeah. The American car companies were really faltering in that era. And it was like, well, consumers want smaller cars.
Yes.
Chop, we got the Gremlin. Not exactly what we were talking about, but it's close. But this is really the high-end Gremlin. This is the X.
This is the X package. It has the stripes, the sports steering wheel, the rally wheels, the lettered tires on it. It is totally documented. It is totally numbers matching.
What color is this?
This is called Trans Am Red.
Because then this was one of the more normal colors, because they came in some crazy,
They had some wild
colors,
yes,
I really like the roof rack. Was that part of the X package, or?
No, this was an option, as is the wing back here.
Wow. This interior, which looks brand new.
This is all NOS material that we went through.
Oh, no
and
kidding.
Did. Yep.
Yeah, there's actually really cool seats in this
They
thing.
are.
And how about the engine turning around the instruments?
Everything in here is all original, factory original, including the fact it has no radio.
Oh, really? How about that? Another iconic part of this was the big back window. Did this come with the Space Saver spare?
Space Saver spare.
And is that it there? I mean, it looks like a hat box.
There's your spare tire.
So what was the deal on that? It came with a can of...
There's a bottle underneath that you just screw it on here and pop the top, and it blows it out, and you bolt it on. And
it's a 4.2 liter. That's pretty fancy.
Liter. This is the 4.2, and believe it or not, you could get a 304 V8 in these cars.
Yes, you could. That's right. Well, let's go look at your 4.2 liter engine.
Okay. And there's a monster.
Wow. It's a 258.
258 6-cylinder. And I'll tell you how well American Motors built this.
AMC Gremlin X. In Trans Am Red.
Trans Am Red.
Thanks for bringing it out.
Thanks, Dennis.
in the middle of Mesa, Arizona, who saw the Gremlin X not just as a new model to sell on their lot, but as an opportunity to clone a winning formula at the time and build their own seriously capable version of the Gremlin X, called the Gremlin XR. See, the one thing that is very unique about the V8 lineup at AMC in the early 70s is that the 304 cubic inch V8 that they offered, all the way up to their largest 401 cubic inch V8, were all dimensionally the same on the outside. This meant that any vehicle that could fit a 304 could also fit the much more powerful 401 without any serious modification being required. Randall AMC, who was the AMC dealership in Mesa, Arizona, was known as the performance mecca for AMC cars. These were the go-to guys for modifying AMC products into Sears Gremlin and create their own turnkey performance machine. American Motors Corporate themselves greenlit this project and shipped Randall AMC 2401 engines to use in these builds. AMC's 401 engine for the 1972 model year from the factory made about 255 horsepower. Now, this may not have been a lot of power when compared to a 454, but 255 horsepower was not bad for 1972. Where Randall AMC's new Gremlin XR would shine, though, is in the weight department. Curb weights for these Gremlins were only about 2,600 pounds. Compare that to, let's say, a 1972 Camaro, which weighed near 3,400 pounds. The Gremlins did have a clear weight advantage, which allowed them to really make the most of this new 255 horsepower 401. With all the performance mods, they were able to run a 12.3 second quarter mile with it. For 1972, the Gremlin XRs that were fully loaded were wicked fast cars. Put the hurt on pretty much any brand new car at the strip, but you're also able to see the look of disgust on the owner's face after he had just gotten walked by the little ugly Gremlin, which is arguably way more fulfilling. The only problem with this story is that from 1972 to 1974, only about 20 or 21 of these special dealer-built Gremlin XRs were built, given that AMC only provided Randall AMC with that many extra engines. And today, there's no really good way to tell from the VINs on a Gremlin X to see which cars were actually converted from this dealership into a Gremlin XR. So authenticating which ones of these are actually real, finding one of the 20, is almost impossible. Luckily though, if you happen to find a 304 powered Gremlin X somewhere, you can very easily build your own 401 swapped Gremlin XR clone and experience how crazy this little hatchback would have been back in the day. And that is the short story of America's crazy V8 powered hot hatchback, the AMC Gremlin XR.